Hello? Hello, is this thing on? Is this thing on? Check 1 2, check 1 2. How do you do as we check 1 2? Let's go check out the channel, make sure we are live because I need to talk to someone about this. My YouTube studio, I believe, is still bugged. It looks like we're live. Welcome to Friday morning. Oh, hold on, chat, hold on. What the fuck? That's better. Much better. Welcome to Friday Morning Magic, the most fun you can have on this entire YouTube channel. Every single Friday morning at 8 a.m. Central Time, we get together, we talk TCGs, all of the stuff that has gone on throughout the week, and prep ourselves for a wonderful weekend ahead. And we have a very special guest right off the bat in chat, the carrier of this week's May the Zoo Be With You, the Lorcana professional athlete, crushing events, the one, the only toucher of the foil playmat, Scruffy Looking Gaming. Scruffy, what is up? Donald DOG hanging out. Thank you for tuning in this morning. RJ, good morning. Greg, good morning. Plenty to talk about today. But before we get any further, let's get some clerical things out of the way. We need to drop the link to the stream in the Discord. So let's make sure everyone in the Discord knows. Thank you for hanging out. We are live right now. All right, the link has been dropped, and in honor of dropping the link to the Discord, I will create a link just for this stream to join the Discord. This link will only be good for this stream. Uh-oh, it's gonna go away. I will pin this link. I need more moderators so I can help pin things. This link will go away. It will be not viable over time. So join the Discord now. Jump in on some of these conversations. Thank you so much for the consistent support. Keith Foster, LGS owner, good morning, finished moving my store. First time I've been called an athlete. There you go. You're an athlete, buddy. You're an athlete to me. You're an athlete to me. Whoa. Whoa. As you can see, we updated the background, and because of that, we have some changes to make as far as the scoping of the webcam here. So let's get that taken care of really quick. Listen, we might be a jumbled mess this morning, but so is the TCG space, and not in a negative way. Just everything's going on. Everything is happening today. I'm so excited to get into it. We have Modern Horizons 3 updates. We know Fab and Ursula's return Fab and Ursula's return both are releasing sets. So Fab's releasing a set, Lorcana's releasing a set. We got that to talk about. I'm probably going to rant about Star Wars Unlimited, and we need to preview a video I have coming out for next week called Magic Goes Mainstream, with massive YouTubers opening Magic the Gathering in ways that, well, if we're being honest, I did not see coming. So we've got a ton going on, but first and foremost, cheers to everyone out there, to everyone hanging out on the stream. Cheers. Here's our coffee. If you're in the Discord, make sure you join the Coffee Crew channel as we talk about the caffeine that we are drinking throughout the day, because listen, let's just be honest. Let's have a moment of honesty. Let's get rid of everything else. Let's just have a moment of honesty here. As we get older, and we have more responsibilities, and things get crazier, gosh, caffeine is just needed. It just gets us through, right? It just keeps us going. We need the caffeine. So the Coffee Crew, always there for me in the Discord. Always appreciate the Coffee Crew. Oh no, we've got Scruffy Looking Gaming, we've got Screen Watcher. Good morning, welcome to the stream. We got Kitchen Table TCG, we got West Virginia showing out this morning, Untapped Games, Hometown, Ed Peoples. Good morning. All right, guys, we got plenty to talk about, plenty to dig into. Let's get chatting about, well, let's begin at the beginning. Let's go Modern Horizons 3. Modern Horizons 3 is, it's going nuts. And listen, I'm going to say it. I did not like Commander was in the set, but Commander is definitely helping sell the set. It's crushing. Commander is crushing right now. It's crushing the sales. Kitchen Table TCG says, 3 best friends in your comment section. Snap Donald and Louie. What's up, fellas? Oh no, we have the West Virginia takeover in the chat. Donald was the best friend on the podcast. After we do a live stream here, I will drop the link to the May the Zoo Be With You podcast. You guys should go check that out because Donald does an incredible job during the Lorcana section. The rest of us, we're fine. Donald is great. Yoko, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. We're talking Modern Horizons 3, and we're going to kick things off just by looking at some overall numbers, kind of doing a comparison to last week. And I do want to dig into what these numbers look like in comparison to things like Commander Masters pre-sales. Let's do a pre-sale comparison as we are still a couple weeks out, almost exactly 2 weeks. Exactly 2 weeks. Shout out, exactly 2 weeks out from release. Do a comparison from this product to Commander Masters and even to Lord of the Rings. We're going to compare it all. So we have, we passed the $2 million mark last week, but we're approaching 20,000 boxes sold in pre-sale already, with the Play Booster box still leading the way. Remember, we had the massive sale of Play Booster boxes that had a lot to do with that. But the biggest shock here, in my opinion, and again, take it for what it is, I'm just a guy in his own basement talking Magic the Gathering, is the stability in this price at the 240s. Now, we saw this way too expensive number come out. I was critical of this number, the way too early pre-release number, but me oh my, 240s for this box. In Modern Magic, in Modern Magic scope, in the scope of Modern Magic things, that's not too crazy. That's not too crazy for this booster box. I thought it was going to be more expensive than this. And the number of products sold at that, at that price, obviously, with the 229 sale affecting those slightly. Can the market recover? We will find out. I actually don't think that's too bad. I'm pretty interested, just as like a fan of picking up some of these for myself. The Baron of Fab, good morning. Good morning. MH3, you mean the set I dropped 12K on? Sure, let's take a little piggy peek. Well, listen, we have the chat. If you were in the chat and you were all in on MH3 and you find yourself nervous or you find yourself confident, any chance you're all in on MH3, let me know, because I know a couple of you in chat are all in on MH3. So I'm very interested to see what this does. You could tell me a story where this box continues to come down in price. I said in a video this week, and I really stand by, I think we're going to see a lot of MH2 happen here. This product, the Play Booster box, is just going to be printed into oblivion. Now, this is the unknown. Into the unknown. All in, baby. That's right. Kitchen Table TCG is all in. The homie, all in. The moderator. If Kitchen Table TCG banned you in chat, you can submit a formal complaint in the Discord. I will address all formal complaints for bannings in chat by moderators that have all of the power and like to abuse their unlimited power. I am interested in this collector booster box, baby. This is the one. If let's play the game. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's play the game. If Wizards of the Coast can continue to figure out making collector booster boxes limited, if they can continue to figure out that puzzle, it's gonna look good for that product. And we have literal evidence that when they figure out that puzzle, when they do it, when they solve the equation, if you will, when they solve the equation of a limited collector booster box, it looks good. It looks good when they solve the problem. When they don't solve the problem, it doesn't look great. Huckleberry Magic Count, imagine having 12K and not spending on something more reasonable than cardboard. Hey, Huckleberry, however people spend their 12K is how they spend their 12K. Also, many of the people in my chat, members of the channel, people just subscribed around here, they do own stores, they have single shops, they make a business out of this. So no judgment. No, if they make a business out of this, that's how they make their business. That's what we let them, earn their money the way they earn their money. I don't know. It's really hard for me to judge. I did a whole video about, several $1,000s I spent on dual lands buying over at Game Grove at my buddy's store. And it's like, it's hard for me to be like, you shouldn't spend your money this way when I spent a lot of money on dual lands, you know what I'm saying? Rob Boob Sama, good morning. Thank you for hanging out, Rob. The pre-release is 95. up in Canada, but I'm still going to go. I think you got to go to the pre-release, baby. I think you got to go to the pre-release for this set. I 100% think you go to the pre-release. In fact, like, I'm busy with the family. I'm busy with the channel. I'm busy with trying to run my little faux pas business here out of my basement in my own home. Guys, not my mom's basement, my basement. Now my daughter starts saying Cammy's basement, and I realize it's really not my basement anymore either, but I like to believe it's my basement. I still have the dream. So I might make time to get to an MH3 pre-release. Are you guys going? Are you guys? I'm assuming most people in chat are probably going to get out to an MH3 pre-release. It's one of those sets where it feels like everyone's going to get out. It feels like it's just it's a big one, right? It's one of the big ones. Everyone's going to get out to this bad boy. It's a big deal. This is gosh. This number here, approaching 20K already. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. Pet the Pauper. What up, though? Hey, did you pet the Pauper? Is that, oh, what is that? Is that Jalen and Jacoby? Remember the old sports show, Jalen and Jacoby? What up, though? I'm sad I kept seeing Furious textured foil open as a box hit. The Fury, listen, bannings are rough. These sets are planned out well in advance. Bannings can be a rough one. Oh, wrong thing. What is it? Go lightly, Tommy. Morning, lads. Happy light of the 5th day. Oh, Friday. Happy Friday morning. Figured it out. Look at me. Hey. I'm solving equations early this morning with cryptic messages in chat. I deserve some coffee, baby. Dual lands is the right way. Yeah, listen. I never said I have 12K. I put in my credit erase money back before the end of the month. Oh, Yoko. Oh, Yoko, you're not helping. Oh. Yoko is a trained professional. Please, much like this channel is not financial advice, nothing Yoko posts about in the comment section is financial advice also. Maggie, good morning. Good morning. Hey, let's not. Good morning, everyone. Oh my goodness. Hey, everyone, get along. Bear the First Blood says singles are safer than sealed. Oh, we have our first buy singles of the chat. Let's go. We have our first buy singles. Yes. Let's go. Yes. Singles are always safer to go, but for singles, we do need people to open sealed products. So big shout out to stores or people going to buy some boxes. At your daughter's basement, you rent it, but then you're renting better than renting your mom's basement. I don't know. It feels pretty similar. I got to admit, it feels pretty similar. It feels like either way, I'm in a basement that I no longer own. I want to take a look at some of the best-selling singles out of Modern Horizons 3. Because we look a lot at sealed products, so I do like to take a second and to look at some of the best-selling singles on TCG Player. Screenwatcher says credit cards are like free money. West Virginia advice is not advice. I love you all. What are you doing to my chat? Good evening from South Australia. 8-Bit Goonies, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out. 8-Bit, I believe I remember seeing your name around before. Long time no see. Welcome back. Thank you for hanging out. Maggie, yeah, my foil Tarmogoyf playset has held up real well. You know what? Let's do a little. Wait, why can't I spell Tarmogoyf? Why can't I spell Tarmogoyf? Oh, it's an O. Listen. I was elected to lead, not to read. That was awesome. This card, man, do you guys remember? Do you guys remember when this card there was a big controversial moment where someone drafted this card for value instead of to win a professional level event? Oh. Ooh. My goodness. Now, the Future Sight Tarmogoyf, man, I know we've got a million versions now. This card was so cool. This card was like the envy of my childhood. Can I tell you that even though this is how I end up with some of this stupid stuff back here. This is how I end up buying like old border foil birds of paradise and the alternate art ops and stuff that you see back here on the channel and in old unlands, because these things were the envy of my childhood, man. I wanted these Tarmogoyfs so bad and I could never afford them. I could never justify it. So now I see cards like this and like I get one day, it's why I have the set of Play Promise. It's one day I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna buy a set of those. It's a waste of money. It's never gonna go up in value. It's gonna go down in value over my lifetime. But I really just like, it was the envy of my childhood. Do you know what I mean? I just cannot help myself. I can't help myself. Like, luckily it helps me have no attachment to things like the Universes Beyond Tarmogoyf that I just don't need. Or like the Double Masters, Ultimate Masters Tarmogoyfs. I don't need them, but man, they were just the envy of my childhood. I just needed them in my life. Back to Modern Horizons 3 single. Stop derailing me. Everyone focus up, chat. This is not a fun stream. Okay? Focus up. This is data analytics and boring numbers. Everyone lock in. Jeez, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? So, Pat, listen, if we're gonna mock my spelling on this channel, we're not gonna get much else done. Okay? 8-bit Goose, I'm a 60-card format player myself, looking forward to jamming some merfolk in Modern. I'm also a 60-card format player. Not big on Commander. Dr. Scientist, I'm getting 12K out of my kids' college funds, buying singles, reselling the singles for maximum gains. Thanks for the financial advice. Oh, God. What are we doing? Yoko, what have you done? Yoko, what have you done to my chat? The times they are a-changin', says Pat. Yoko says, you better also do 100K in sealed product. Now, you want 100K in sealed product. I got a store in West Virginia I could point you to. That's not an official number, but man, I know my buddy's going hard on MH3, and I support it. I'm all in, baby. Let's do it. Don't forget to hit the like. Let's go, Pat. Pumping the like button. Listen, hold on, Pat. Pat, you get a personal cheers, guys. Hit that like button. It helps spread the stream to more people out there as we talk Magic the Gathering. We look at some Modern Horizons 3 singles and some information. And we got some other TCG news to talk about today. So it's not, we get our fingers into the landscape out here, if you will. We have a lot of fun. What's that? That's what we do here. We have fun. We have fun. We have fun. Value draft is for the hate draft, which helps. Also, as a hate, if you have it, they can't have it and use it against you. Fair. I don't think Tarmogoyf was a high level pick at the time, but I think it was like a $400 card when the hate draft happened. The Baron says, Liliana the Veil, I think. I still want the original version. Liliana the Veil, that's another one that would be really cool. Josh Smith, channel member Josh Smith, welcome. If you guys want to help support Cardboard Finance, everything we've been looking at this morning, you can join the channel membership. It's as little as $5 a month. All of the proceeds go to supporting the channel, the server costs, so that all of that money doesn't come out of my pocket. And you get discounts on Ursula's Return, Star Wars, Modern Horizons 3. I'm looking to do some Modern Horizons 3 box openings. You get discounts on all box openings, so make sure you consider joining that channel membership, because frankly it helps me out a lot. Big shout out to all the channel members in the chat this morning. So, all right, this Shifting Woodland, man, some of these cards. Now, this is a direction that I've seen for this set that I really enjoy. I really enjoy the direction of this set. We've got a lot of high mana value stuff, which normally is like, you see all this high mana value stuff and you think it's just Commander. And I'm critical of Commander. Remember, critical. But these high mana value stuff also has some really good enablers in Modern Horizons 3. You got the new Eldrazi land. You have, what is it? The sack a green creature to ramp, go get a land, cultivate. Like, you have a lot of stuff to enable. Flare of Cultivation, the Flare cycle, yes. You've got a lot of things that are coming out in the set to enable these big mana spells. So we're not, like, the free cycle, it seems good. It doesn't seem like crazy broken. We're not looking at a situation where these big mana spells are coming out. A lot of them are Eldrazi. They slide right into things like Tron. There's a lot of big mana spells in green. There's, you know, the whole ball lightning strategy. Have you seen that with the new enchantment that draws cards and discovers for creatures? There is just so much going on. So I'm pretty excited that they went this direction, but also, I mean, it helps Commander. And this card, this Vexing Bauble, talk about some incredible design. Power creep on a stick with Vexing Bauble here, but totally useful. Like, this is incredible card design. This is so much fun. Just seeing this card, oh, mwah, chef's kiss. This was beautiful. This is beautiful. Screen watcher, my eyes keep going in chat to your credit cards are free money, and I have a minor panic attack every single time. I want you to know that. I want you to know that I have a minor panic attack every time I see that in my chat. Josh is like the fun uncle. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's good. Oh my god. Later Storm says 60 card format is better than Commander. Listen, you get it. Listen, you get it. I think back in the day we went to the internet for everybody to grab everything off locally, so it would have been a big deal. I remember some players buying the higher dollar cards they want just to hold on to them. They didn't have to play against. Maybe, and yeah, I just, you know, hearkening back to the conversation about buying things I like from my childhood, possibly, for sure. I grew up kind of right in that middle of that internet era, so I had a chance to jump in on the old internet craze, you know, even for when it comes to buying and selling Magic pretty early. Flare of Cultivation, this card seems really good. There's a lot of strategies here that are enabling, like, you know, turn 2 the One Ring, turn 2 Karn the Great Creator, and it's, whew, that's no joke. You know what I mean? That's a pretty big deal. So cards like this are pretty fun. I think, ready? Let's get some people mad. Let's get some people mad. Let's do it. I don't think these are very good. Most of the new Eldrazi's don't seem all that great. They seem fine. They don't seem that great. I think there's a lot of argument for just playing the old Eldrazi if you're going to play the new Eldrazi. Now, maybe with Labyrinth coming out, that changes, but just, it's really cool to see kind of the cards that people are picking up. You got Bears, right? I like the old border colorless cards. I know that I'm weird here. I like these. But the singles that are selling, the singles that are on the top of the most sold, are definitely your powerful cards. It's all about people getting to play these things. And then here is the big one. Here's the thing we all got to talk about. Here's the thing we need to address, is fetch lands. And finally getting the second half, the backside of the cycle of fetch lands. And we're seeing the pre-sale of these fetch lands already around $20. But just for comparison, let's take a look at Modern Horizons 2 set lands, and if everything plays out the same way, we're going to go, if everything plays out the same way, rare lands. Land, here we go. If everything plays out the same way, this is what we could be looking at as far as, you know, price point on some of these products. I mean, you got Scalding Carns, you got Misty Rainforest, and fetch lands at this number are not the worst thing in the world, in my opinion. This is not a bad situation to have fetch lands at these numbers. Yes, it requires a bit of commitment to pick these up and play Modern. Yes, it's going to be still kind of an expensive mana base, but I don't think Magic cards should just be like everything should be $1. I like cards that are, you know, have value and don't have value, and you kind of work in that budget and have that fun. Like, that's something I enjoy about the game. And I also enjoy, like, hey, the things I'm buying, the thing I'm collecting, where else can I do that? When I spend money on sporting goods, when I spend money on most other things, there's no chance that I ever get any value out of that thing other than what I use it for. Trading card games and collectibles, you got this opportunity to get some, like, value on the backside, if you will. Like, I have a set of Urza Sagas that I use in a Modern deck, and if I decide tomorrow I'm not playing Modern, it's not just, I didn't just set that on fire. I can kind of move on from that. So this is kind of the picture we could be painting with fetch lands here. And as you see, you know, there's a lot of this seemingly pre-priced in, not a ton of room if these are going to be equivalent. All things being said, if, and again, it's been a long time since Modern Horizons 3, so these were at lower points at one point, right? We were down to closer to $15 down from 19, 20. But even if we're looking at, a similar comparison there, some of that does seem to be already priced in. We're already anticipating that happening. Anchor Collections, yo, 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 what is going on? Thanks for hanging out this morning. Again, if you haven't, make sure you click the link that's pinned in your chat to join the Discord, where you can get updates about all this stuff and all the goings on here with Hometown TCG and the Hometown community. So, I think these fetch lands have a lot of this. We've seen this before, priced in before, and that makes sense. Some of this art, man, like, look at this card. Can we just acknowledge this card art really quick? This is insane. Right? This is insane. This is crazy. Has anyone seen Play Boosters Cracked? How many fetches per box? I'm wondering. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So, some of this art, the borderless art, is just insane. I mean, look at this. This is so freaky. What is this art? Oh my goodness. Like, the foil one being more expensive, that makes sense. Oh my god. Look, now that we have the set spoiled, hold on. Did Wizards go hard? Steve-O, good morning. Jake and Joel are magic. We'll have a collector box opening on the channel tonight. Let's go. Jake and Joel, we'll be there. Let's go. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Look at this thing is nut. Did Wizards go hard? Guys, did Wizards go hard on this art? I feel like Wizards went hard. My goodness, this is crazy. This looks so good. All right. In before we criticize Magic and Wizards of the Coast for their art. In before, because, like, come on. They phoned it in. Let's we've seen them phone it in before, right? Chat, we've seen them kind of phone the art in and not look as good. A lot of the stuff redone, reprinted, and some of the stuff, the Jeweled Lotus is pretty cool. It's one product or one card, but like, I mean, it's okay. I think this is like, my goodness, they went hard on the art. All right, I'm more and more excited for this set, and like it just continues to show. Like, again, the stability in this price as we reach release, the giant sale on the secondary market not just completely tanking the price. And if we look here, we had sealed product in the $229 sale did not destroy the price of this product. We hit a bottom and then bounced off just a little bit here. Just a massive win. Oh, guess who? You know who it is, baby. MVP Sports and Games. I don't know. I'm more and more excited for Modern Horizons 3. And like, I don't know, let's be fair. Let's be fair here. Let's be fair in the sense that I'm a Magic fan. I'm going to get my fandom out of the way right now. I'm a Magic fan. I love Magic the Gathering. It's why I sit in my basement every Friday morning and talk to you guys about it. Like, I love this game. But arbitrarily speaking, taking my bias out of it as much as I possibly can, because I'm still me, like, Modern Horizons 3, banger. Outlaws of Thunder Junction, skeptical, but banger, right? We all agree. Outlaws of Thunder Junction, like, for a standard set, over $1 million, all of these products with the collector booster box leading the way, like, banger. Commander, Fallout Commander, banger. Absolute baller release, approaching 40,000 units sold on TCG Player. Banger. Murders at Call Up Matter. We don't talk about Bruno. Hey. We don't talk about murders at Karloff Manor. Okay. Ravnica Remastered. I thought was an incredible set. I thought we were spoiled on remastered sets. So 2, let's just, for the sake of argument, let's call Ravnica Remastered a bad set. I like it. I love it. I'm a big fan. Community might not agree. That's fine. Let's put it in the bad set bucket just for balance, right? Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Banger. Lord of the Rings Special Edition. Delayed banger. Delayed banger. Doctor Who Universes Beyond, the very first Commander collect 20,000 units sold. Banger. Like, Magic's been killing it. Lost Caverns. Yeah, Lost Caverns. Wilds of Eldraine. They've been killing it. Now, I disagree with a lot of what they do with Commander Masters, but most of that's about the price point. But, like, come on, guys. Wizards deserve some credit here. They're kind of on a heater. Wizards is kind of on a heater when it comes to the quality of sets. And I know people are going to watch this stream back, and I'm going to get a million. Wizards is greedy. It's greedy. It's greedy. Like, the price of Magic is more expensive. I wish the price of Magic was cheaper right now. That's my big problem with Magic. I wish the price of Magic was cheaper right now. And I understand that it probably can't be $100 booster boxes because it's not 2003 anymore. But, like, I also think $150 booster and things like that have swung the wrong. I don't mind collector product being expensive. I want the play booster box, if possible, to be cheaper. I don't understand the economics of how the company runs and how that would work. I would like it to be cheaper. That being said, they're kind of crushing design. They're kind of doing a good job. I feel like they have even pulled back a little bit pinky toe from the every card is a novel. Like, it's just a little bit. There's still a lot of text on cards, but it feels like it's trending in the right direction. So, I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Is WotC killing it? Be honest. Be honest with me. Is WotC killing it right now? Because I feel like they're killing it. I absolutely feel like they're killing it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased. I'm going to take a second, take a sip of coffee, and catch up with chat. Josh said the art goes hard. Yes, it does. Collectors are like 7 to 10 fetches in a box, says Maggie. Ooh, I'm excited. I am excited to get some fetches in the hands. You know what I'm saying? Pet the Bobber, so let's just hope it's not stolen from another artist. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Here they are, Jake and Joel are Magic, the market manipulators themselves. Like, listen, I'm glad we're calling out the Ivory Tower YouTube channels for using their influence to manipulate the multiple million person market with their YouTube videos. That's clearly what's happening. That's the funniest meme, is when they're like, oh, this YouTuber is manipulating this market. Well, I hope they picked a small market, because, listen, Jake and Joel are infinitely times the size of me, and I don't think they've got the pull to manipulate the overall Magic market. But if they do, hey, I gotta start achieving some of those goals, baby. Yoko went a little bit I went a little bit crazy buying collectors the past couple of months, so my MH3 exposure this release is going to be smaller than I'd like. Ooh, that's okay. Listen, we can recover. We got this. I don't know. Murder Carla Manor, 2 commons over $2 a piece, plus all those surveillance. Listen, I'm not saying there's not value in the set. I'm saying the community, just the overall community, seems to have rejected the set. I know it's fine. Detective hats are fine, I guess. Cowboy hats. Did we learn a valuable lesson here, though? Hold on. We learned a valuable lesson, Chad. We learned a wildly valuable lesson. And that's cowboy hats clearly greater than detective hats. Right? Like, that's the big lesson. If you were to go out and pick a hat, if you're going to buy a hat, right? Cowboy hat, clearly greater than than detective hat. So here's the pre-release numbers. Cowboy hat wins. Release plus 30 days numbers. Oh, cowboy hat's just crushing. And release plus 90, which I don't think we haven't quite gotten to here, so we don't have full data. But listen, cowboy hat greater than detective hat, right? I don't want to say that we just debunked maybe one of the world's greatest myths here, but cowboy hat greater than detective hat. I just bought another Collectors of Murders. You guys are going hard. Listen, if your Karlov Manor is my Streets of New Capenna, I respect that. Because when these were $110, as you can see, I could not resist. This is too good of a product to be $110. I had to buy them because they're so much fun. There's tri-lands. As to, aren't they the same hat? Maybe. They're very similar hats. They're very similar. Oh, Jake and Jolie Magic manipulating. Listen, they're even manipulating the market in this chat right now. Lurking in the chat, manipulating the market. I knew it. I knew it. Well, we're all still here. I hope the Assassin's Creed goes over better than I felt. Well, I looked. Did you guys know? Did you guys know? Did you know? Little. Reading rainbow. Demonetization. Butterflies in the sky. I can pay for these royalties. Did you know that Assassin's Creed is on here already? Because I did not. I did not know this was on here already. And also, it made me want to, I don't want to say it. It made me want to make a video. But I know Jake and Joel are in my chat manipulating the market right now. Manipulating the chat market right now. It made me want to make a video, what is a Beyond Booster? Because, like, this is up for sale already. Look at this release date. This is for sale already. This is crazy. Dr. Scientist. Which, by the way, hold on. Can we have a moment? Can we have a moment for the username Dr. Scientist? Excellent username. Excellent username. Not that anyone else's isn't, but excellent username. Dr. Science says, I wonder if the Assassin's Creed will require me to be connected to Ubisoft servers to open up my packs. Okay. That was pretty good. MTG YouTubers don't make enough to move the market. Hey, what are you talking about? I get told in my comment section every week that not only am I shilling for Wizards, but I am just trying to profit and pump and dump Magic the Gathering, which is why I can afford an extravagant basement and why I also have to go to work in 20 minutes. The Baron of Fab, they make me buy stuff. We all know you have the power, Josh, to manipulate the market. You won't trick me and downplay your unlimited power. My unlimited power. Cowboy Bebop movies? What are we talking about? SP or S2? What are we talking about? Hit me up. Hit me up. What are we talking about? Yes, won the username today. And 3 boxes of Streets as well. Yes. They know we don't buy epilogue boosters, so they changed the name to Beyond. That's not funny. Oh, wait. Hold on. S2, are you just changing your username? Do I know who you are? I think I know who this mystery chatter is. All right. So Beyond boosters, hold on. Oh, they're across the office now. I redid all the shelves. But it gets the people going. I redid all the shelves. So I don't have the product in arm's reach anymore to like constantly bring it up and show it. It's the only bad part about spending the entire weekend organizing. So yes, Modern Horizons 3, listen, I think it's going to be a darn good time. Am I most excited for Vexing Bauble? If I were to be honest with you guys, am I most excited for Vexing Bauble? Maybe. Before we move on from Modern Horizons 3, let's do a little comparison. Let's do a little comparison for MH3. Modern Horizons 3. Let's go ahead and take... let's start with Commander Masters. Now let's take a look at the pre-release. So here's the pre-release numbers from MH3 and Commander Masters. And we have passed Commander Masters in every way. We're selling more products. We have sold products for more value. And it's just interesting to see what a lower point of entry does for the community. Remember, Commander Masters on release, the lowest point of entry was the collector booster box, and things were wildly expensive. Let's call it crazy expensive. So I like that, Modern Horizons, while it is expensive, it's still on the high end of premium products and sets. I really, really do love the fact that there is a lower point of entry. Now, this is what's going to be interesting to tell, because we see Normally, a Magic the Gathering set sells almost all of its products up to pre-release, and sales past that are non-consequential. They're not super meaningful. Big win here for Commander Masters, because as the price of the product continued to drop, people then picked it up. Listen, it's a good product. Commander reprints are good products. Like, people want Commander reprints. They are going to sell, but they're going to sell at prices that, to say the least, we're willing to pay. So this product continued to sell extremely well over the length of time that it was on the market as the price dropped, and it's really cool to see. I wonder how Modern Horizons 3 will act when it comes to post-release. Are we going to keep going back to the well like something like Commander Masters? Are we going to keep going back to the well like something like, Lord of the Rings? And which, by the way, these Lord of the Rings numbers, here's the craziest part. The Lord of the Rings project was early in the inception of the Data Vault. It was when I was doing a lot of this stuff manually. It was before the channel membership. It was before all of that. This is without Commander products. These Lord of the Rings numbers include 0 Commander products. 0. This is draft, set, collector booster boxes, and bundles. There's no Commander products in these Lord of the Rings numbers. It's insane. This set popped off. It went bananas, and you love to see it. So it's interesting to see, like, hey, MH3, you got big shoes to fill. Here's the pre-release numbers. Again, on the right with Lord of the Rings, no Commander products. So interesting to see how MH3 is going to keep up with a set like Lord of the Rings. I think as release gets closer, as we see in all of these sets, as release gets closer and we start getting more and more involved in the product, we are going to see this thing pop off. Then again, just my opinion. Just my opinion. What do I know? I'm just a guy on the internet in this basement. There is a Cowboy Bebop movie, and it's amazing. There's Cowboy Bebop movie chat going on. Let's go. Koya says those serialized Eldrazi are calling my name. Modern Horizons. Do they have the serialized cards on TCG Player? Like, you definitely want to look at eBay and stuff like this. But let's see, best selling. Let's go. Come on, highest price, high to low, and single cards. So it doesn't look like they have the serialized ones here, but those are gonna fetch a pretty penny. Those are gonna fetch a pretty penny. Oh my goodness! Like, they just went so hard. I keep reading. This is the worst. This is the worst content in the world. So we sorted this from high to low here, and these cards are crazy expensive. They're really good, but it's the worst kind of the world because I'm just talking about they just went hard on this art. Randy Wright, what it do? Good morning. Thanks for hanging out. The Commander decks they're cheaper, but they definitely are going to sell more of them. So the number of products sold, the comparison here, the number of products sold, like, it would be drastically, the gap would be much wider in my opinion. Even, if we also had Commander products here. Huckleberry Magic Con said, I'm just going to keep not buying Magic. They don't deserve my money. All right, I got you. Listen, if Magic's not for you, totally understand. Totally understand. Let us know in chat what's your TCG of choice. What are you buying? What are you buying? What are you buying? Who can hold on. Gold Star. Who can name it? What are you buying? Whoosh. Who can name it? Gold Star available in chat. Gold Star available. Coffee is delicious this morning. Chat is popping off. You guys are incredible. What a way to start Friday morning. Man, good times. We do have some other clerical stuff to talk about. And if you're a Magic fan, it's not God of War. If you're a Magic fan, the numbers for these other TCGs affect you because it kind of shows you how the TCG market is doing. Randy Wright, you got to give me an exact one. You got to get more specific, Randy. My buddy just said that in our D&D game. Devin, OG Devin, you gotta get specific. Randy, very good. Resident Evil 4, the merchant that you just randomly come across in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Or sorry, it's not a post-apocalyptic wasteland, but like a cathedral craziness going on. Everything, experimentation on humans in this village, and you got just a merchant running around like, hey, you want all these guns? It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Huckleberry Magic on. I love MTG's not wasting my money anymore under the current overlords. I got you. Okay, you're waiting for a regime change. I can get to it. I can get to it. They just bought some fab last night. Won a Gab key of legendary in a battle. Oh, nice! Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the win. We'll end the stream talking a little bit of fab. Let's talk some Lorcana. Let's take a look at Ursula's return because it's official release day. It's official release day, and I want to point out. Let's see. Hold on. Let's make sure I'm not exposing anything here. Let's make sure I'm not about to get in trouble. Let's make sure I'm not going to get in trouble because we're all the way back. We're all the way back. We're all the way back. Don't chat and work. Let's go. No, you're good. You're good. We're all the way back. We have $5,000 playmats. Big shout out. Hold on. This is the biggest shout out I can give to Scruffy Looking Gaming. Was in the chat earlier. Probably has to, go live life and be a human being. But Scruffy Looking Gaming made this playmat worth $5,000 by touching it. It's official. Sent you a short snippet of my collector box opening. Don't show on stream. Okay, I will not show on stream. Let's go. Okay. All right, I'm in. Do you want me to not show it but react to it right now? Is that what we want? Do you want me to not show it but react? Let me know. $5,000 playmats. We are so back. We're so back. Denzel, if you want to, you can go to cardboardfinance.com because it's a public project hosted by me, paid for or helped paid for by the channel members. There's still money that comes out of my pocket, but you can go to cardboardfinance.com and check it out and do the compare tool yourself, but I will make sure, I will try to pull it up as well. You're welcome to react, just don't show on stream. Okay. What about audio? The audio is going to come through. The audio is going to come through.
Let's look at the polls from my Modern Horizons 3 collector.
Oh, hold on. The audio is going to come through, so I gotta full screen and mute this thing. All right, Jake and Joel. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Hey, I didn't know that was in this set. Oh my, the old borders. You've got a bunch of old borders. Oh, the Echoes of Eternity, they went hard on this art. Wow. Wow, thank you for sharing. That's insane. That's insane. Buddy, that's a cool product. That is sweet. I feel bad not being able to show people. I'm not going to show people. It stays here. It stays here in the vault with the data. These lips are sealed, but ladies and gentlemen, that's Modern Horizons 3 collector booster boxes. Look nutty. Look nutty. Double audio. Wait, you're getting double audio? I heard old Joe. Yeah, I had to turn off the volume. It's my favorite sense. Yeah, it's gonna be, guys. It's gonna be nutty. I've got a couple box openings coming on the channel, and then I will be offering boxes to channel members. I'm gonna do my best to give as big of a discount as I can, just to get cards sent out and boxes. But, and here's the question: we see these other TCGs, kind of. I don't want to say the other TCGs are popping off because of Magic, but when you have a solid foundation in the trading card game space, it allows you to have other games being successful. It allows you to have confidence in TCGs. I think it 100% helps. Like, here's the phrase, we're going to talk about this week. I got a video about the Magic going mainstream and the massive YouTubers and massive streamers and content creators making Magic the Gathering content and falling in love all over again with Magic. And there is a rising tide lifts all ships element to things. When big channels do well, when Alpha Investments is doing well, Jake and Joel are Magic, Kitchen Table TCG, when these channels are doing well, it helps smaller creators because it generates more interest in our hobby. And I think the same is just said about trading card games and collectibles as a whole. Like, most people who are involved in a trading card game are aware of how, like, things are going to an extent. Most people aren't us. They're not super tied in, but they're like, hey, a lot of people are at the game store playing trading card games, or nobody's here playing trading card games, like at that level. I really think that there's an element of a healthy ecosystem between the big two, between Pokemon, between Magic, helps games like Disney Lorcana and even indie TCGs, sorceries, your fab, things like that. I think it goes a long way. But Ursula's Return, man, as far as TCG players concerned, it definitely is slowing down. It's lagging behind. So this said, it's lagging. I want to see it go faster. I want to see it go harder, but it's lagging behind. Jake Joel said, TCG hitting 1 million would be great for a day for all MTG creators. Like, I think it already hit 1 million. Like, and I don't mean to derail the conversation here, but what was it? I think, make sure we're paused here. Yeah, 1.4 mil. So the alpha boost, and again, granted, this is, oh, hey, everyone, let's watch this ad. Guys, hey, don't you look away from this ad. Ad revenue is important. Everyone, we're drilling that in right now, right? We're like, this is massive. This is the situation of a rising tide lifts all ships, 100%. This is big for Magic, and I'm going to spoil a couple points from the video right now. So, spoiler alert for a video that drops. I think it drops tomorrow or Sunday. Maybe I have to drop it today after saying some of this, but like, this is a big deal, and this takes people. We've talked on the channel about, like, what's the transition? How do you go from Magic fan to Magic player to a binder full of Magic cards into vintage Magic collecting? Like, there's really no path there anymore. Your path right now is just like play Commander. Well, this is a path that does multiple, because you have massive streamers not only opening, just $80,000 alpha boxes, but also he does a couple of videos where he opens Outlaws of Thunder Junction, right? The most recent Magic set. He just opens Outlaws of Thunder Junction collector booster boxes. And that's not like this wildly unobtainable thing that people can't reach, right? That is an entry level. Outlaws of Thunder Junction is something anyone can go down to a game store and buy right now. And so to have this kind of exposure and this, packaged into this ability to take people from A to B to C to D, all the way into vintage Magic collector, which I can tell you, once you're collecting vintage Magic, it's like it's got its teeth in you. It's harder to let go. That is a massive win for our community. It helps get, widen that front door, widen that entry point, and get people involved. This is just a huge win. I don't mean to rant, but stuff like this, and will be one of the first ones. It goes all the way back to Lord of the Rings. I did a video last year on XQC. I think Asmongold opened some boxes with Lord of the Rings where they're chasing the $2 million card. Like, that's wildly meaningful and does things for our community that we are missing right now. It's something we don't have. I think that's drastically undersold when we talk about, like, the exposure of Magic. So, Professor... Oh, TCC, not TCG. TCC, haha, yeah. Yeah, to learn community college at $1 million. Yes, yeah, it's definitely, it's a rising tide, lifts all ships. Can we agree that Ursula Return lagged on TCG partially because they couldn't ship it today? Denzel, 100%. So, I did a whole video kind of on this, and I've got box openings starting this weekend on the channel. They're scheduled, the box openings always go out 9 a.m. But things like this are hurt by banners like this. Ursula's Return on TCG Player here had this banner saying, hey, your game store can't ship this. This was not the case before. So this, oh, listen, Denzel, the homie, stop the praise. The praise is too much. Chat, bring me back down. I need you. The praise is too much. This banner 100% stopped people. And like, listen, if you're trying to drive sales to the local game store, this is a way to do it, right? Saying you can't ship this until then, and actually punishing those who look to ship before that. Like, that's 100% going to happen. And Denza, because you've been so kind, real quick, let's go Ursula's Return. Let's do a pre-release comparison of Ursula's Return to Wings of the Captain, the most recent, I believe, One Piece set pre-release configuration. And we're not too far off. We're not too far off. Did I pre-order the collector decks? Yes, I believe I have some in through a contact of mine. Yeah. So we're not too far off. You know, Wings of the Captain, One Piece kind of generating a little bit more revenue and pushing the boundaries there. But I think your Lorcana is going to be, you know, stable. I am interested to see what release plus 30 looks like. I am interested to see what release plus 30 looks like for something like this. That, I think, is going to be very telling. Do people then turn and continue to buy this set after the banner is dropped? You're not going to get the big pump from the pre-release, but do people continue to buy after the setting, or after the banner and the restriction has dropped? I think the sentiment attention is good, but the more mainstream attention would round out some of the better sharp edges originally. It's something I always worry about. So this is a good point. So in chat, we got, it's my buddy Steve. I'm not going to say whatever username he's typing right now because he's wildly trolling me, but something like this it helps soften the edges. And he's talked about wanting to, you know, get into TCGs and trading card games, but it's a complex ecosystem, guys. If you're not in, it's hard to like dip your toe, especially with something in Magic. It's been around 30 years. You sit down at a commander table. Well, guess what? You're going to see cards from 40 years ago. Well, not 40. You understand what I'm saying. From a million years ago with keywords that you don't know what they do, right? It's a wildly complex and deep ecosystem, and it can be intimidating. Anything we can do to make it seem like cooler for people to, because you're gonna have to put effort in. It's gonna be hard at first to get caught up. Anything that makes it cooler. Hey, my favorite streamer is opening Magic. I'm more motivated to get over that hump, to figure out, to get through my first 3 or 4 games of Commander where the mechanics are still iffy and I don't understand how things work until I can start to like flow and play and feel like this is no longer work, but it's fun, right? It's something that I can do at my leisure. I think that's massive. That's just, again, my opinion, the opinions and ramblings of a man in his basement. Guys, what a morning. What a morning. Well, real quick, let's take a look at Fab's latest release. Fab has a set releasing this today. It's got, you know, the overseas market is doing something. I think this is probably Fab's best set to date. I'm still out. I need to see, or best release in a while. I still need to see. We're at 916 boxes sold on TCG Player. When you compare that to something like Heavy Hitters, we saw very similar numbers. I need to see, you know, long term. I need to see them come back and do this again and again and again and again. In my opinion, I need to see that, you know, that consistency happen. So I wasn't sharing that information, but here, just to prove you guys I'm not making it up, here's part of the Misfail pre-sales in the United States on TCG Player. I'd like to see a bit more interest here. I'd like to see a bit more. Again, it's going to frustrate me. It's going to frustrate me because everyone says, everyone buys from the local game store. Like, yeah, but they buy all these other games we talk about too. We're comparing game to game on the same platform. Right, we're comparing the same game to itself, to its previous release on the exact same platform. So I don't want this to turn into a fight, but I would like to see some consistency. I would like to see it continue to kind of find its way back, and it needs to find its way back to the hands of collectors. Right, it has to find its way back to the hands of collectors, because that right now is the big miss. People play the game. It's got a solid and healthy player base. It needs to find its way back into the hands and binders of collectors. Somehow, I frankly don't know how to solve that problem. I don't know how that goes. I got 3 cases opened up and alphabetized last night. 7-foot Josh in a 5-foot basement. Listen, hitting my head. Okay, hold on. Before I let you all go, at my coffee shop in my neighborhood, at the Starbucks, the Starbucks, the Starbies, as George would say. Good buddy George. Big shout out to George. Good buddy George. they added, they got the chains that keep the door from swinging too far so it can't bang into stuff and fly around. Well, they added one that isn't the solid bar. It hangs now, and I hit my head. I'm already like, my buddy Steve in chat knows. He hits his head on door frames. I'm close. And it's so frustrating. I want to go in there. I want to get my coffee. I want to hang out. I don't want to have to worry about bobbing and weaving every time I'm in there. And I'm smacking my head going to get my morning coffee. When my wife and I were looking for houses, there were houses, and I am not the biggest guy in the world. I'm not small, but I'm the biggest guy in the world. There's dents in your head because I beat you. There are doors that my shoulders would touch both. These houses built in the 1850s where my shoulders touch both sides of the door, and like I'm hitting my head on the basement like the whole way. It's awful experience. Awful experience. It was awful. It was awful. Anyway, this has been What a Friday Morning. What a Friday. Thank you so much for hanging out. To everyone hanging out in the chat, to all of the channel members, to all of the content creators. I know Kitchen Table TCG was in here earlier. Jake and Joel are magic. We had Scruffy Looking Gaming. If I missed you, thank you for hanging out. This has been a wild good time. Remember, we are here every single Friday morning, 8 a.m. Central Time, streaming and talking Magic the Gathering. This was an absolute blast. Denzel with the compliment. Star Wars Limited Set 2 speculations. Think they will print more? Ooh. Kel Rilo. I should make a video, but watch the Maze Zuby With You podcast. Head over to Kitchen Table TCG on YouTube and watch the Maze Zuby With You podcast. They talk about numbers there. We have a conversation there. I will do a whole video on this week, but I am disappointed. I'm moderately upset. The perils of being Jack. God, I wish that was the case. Scruffy, you are too kind to me, and you were too good on the podcast this week. Big shout out. Thank you so much for hanging out. Every single one of you. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your Friday, and cheers. I'm gonna post this picture in the Coffee Crew Discord. The Discord link is up there. If you start your morning with some caffeine, drop your caffeine in the Coffee Crew Discord. We'll see you guys later. All right, goodbye.